Hello, my loves. It's Britt, and today I wanted to talk about Mars conjunct Jupiter in Synastry. And I've just got wet hair. I'm in my comfy clothes. It's like a rainy, cozy day. I just had a bath, but I wanted to keep the momentum going on these astrology videos. So here I am. And yeah, today I wanted to talk about a fun one. Mars conjunct Jupiter in Synastry as requested, but also one that I meant to do. I think I might just go through and do every planet conjunct Jupiter too at some point because I just love Jupiter Synastry so much. So when we have Mars, the planet of our sex drive and our basic drive in life for action, our go getter, our masculine energy planet, and specifically for men, I feel that Mars is like their masculine mojo. It's that energy that they feel like when they express that, that is how they're going to get women or be the most, attractive man. And in the same way that Venus is like that for women. And then for women, I feel that Mars is what really turns her on in a man sexually, and also just the qualities that she sees as masculine as well. So when we have Mars conjunct Jupiter in Synastry, the Mars person can be especially turned on sexually by the Jupiter person because the Jupiter person's bigness and their expansiveness and their joy and their real giftedness, it really is, and sorry, my dogs are barking. It really is what turns them on. It really is propelling them to action, but also to sex and that basic, like for me, Mars, it really feels like a representation of the first chakra too. So when the Jupiter person is just being their buoyant, expansive self, the Mars person is like, let's get it on. Or if it's in a non-sexual relationship, or even in a sexual relationship too, there's not going to be sex all the time. So there's that drive to get stuff done. Like, this is not a relationship where we're sitting around watching TV all the time, right? This is a relationship where you get each other going, right? And this goes both ways too, because it can kind of switch. Like, when I talk about this industry and I talk about, okay, the Mars person feels this, the Jupiter person feels this. It can be interchangeable. It can be both ways. It depends on the people. But definitely the quality of that sign is going to really come out in this relationship. And I had this with my late partner in spirit, where it was my Mars and my moon, because my moon is conjunct Mars. But then I've also had it with a dear friend, I would say one of my best friends, since kindergarten, where it's my Jupiter and her Mars. So the other thing that I want to mention, thinking about that specifically, when it was my Jupiter, is, and we've been friends for so long, so this could be also childhood immaturity as well, but I do feel like, just in general, there is something that can happen here with this aspect where you can really, and my Jupiter's in Sagittarius, her Mars is Sagittarius, so it's also characteristic of that sign, but you can kind of egg each other on to do risky things, or to do, gambling, or to, in our case, as young teenagers, sort of illegal things that I will not speak on this video. But yeah, we were bad kids. But now we're good, now we're angels. But anyways, no, so there's this kind of energy where, yeah, you can kind of egg each other on for gambling, risk-taking, because, like, think about the energies of the two planets, right? So Mars is like the go-getter, the drive, the sex drive, the pure masculine force, strength of energy. And then when it's being egged on by Jupiter, which is like the big planet of expansiveness and, like, literally the biggest planet, the biggest energy there is, imagine that, like, imagine Mars and Jupiter being conjunct. It's just like, whoa, like when we have this in a natal chart aspect, it's even something that people have said could represent, if you've ever watched astrology videos about astrology and sex, but basically astrologers have said that a Mars-Jupiter aspect can indicate a larger penis in a man, and that could be any aspect, but I would assume the conjunction the most, because think about it. So Mars is the sex organs, and then Jupiter is that big expansiveness. And so, yeah, that's something that astrologers have said before, and I don't know, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's probably true. So, but thinking about this in synastry, it's this bigness, it could be kind of a recklessness. So that's something to be aware of, is like when you're with this person you have Mars conjunct Jupiter in synastry with, you want to, if you're naturally a fiery, impulsive person, just recognize that this person could lead you to be impulsive, could lead you to gamble, could lead you to take risks that maybe, if you weren't in this relationship, you wouldn't be, just throwing it all on the line like this. Or there's this, just kind of a big energy with this that you just want to be aware of, that I think it could promote that kind of, in the negative manifestation, it could promote that kind of lawlessness, or just, gambling, that kind of thing. So that's something to be aware of. But for the most part, I would say that this is an incredibly positive aspect to have. Couldn't really say too many negative things besides that, of course, because of the general bigness of it. But usually you're just going to really big each other up. You're going to really be supporters of each other. You're going to really see each other in a positive way, and going both ways. I mean, the Mars person is really going to appreciate the Jupiter person's positivity and confidence. And then the Jupiter person is really going to feel that the Mars person, by just expressing that basic root chakra instinctual energy, actually helps them feel so joyful and so in their natural zone of confidence, and expanding their life. Like, this could be an aspect of traveling together, or traveling. The Mars person could really be expanded by the Jupiter person, like expanding in horizons. Maybe the Jupiter person is actually giving to the Mars person, and it's, this really good aspect of generosity, giving, playfulness, fun, lots of sexual energy, really a lot of turn on, really powerful, passionate, but not a turn on in the sense of like a platonic relationship of depth and intensity. It's more of like a fun, playful sexuality and joy that can really come out. And you really help each other be the most confident, best version of each other. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say on this aspect for today. And maybe there'll be a part 2 sometime, because it is a really fun aspect, but I just wanted to keep these short. So thank you so much for watching. Check out my links below. You can book a session. I offer astrology sessions, specifically soul purpose and synastry relationship chart readings. So love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. Would love to hear your comments below. Bye.